90-day fiancé Gino Palazzolo cousin Dana makes a shocking accusation? Gino Palazzolo from 90-day fiancé has a cousin named Dana who became part of the big drama surrounding him and Jasmine Pineda. Jasmine has posted photos showing Dana and his wife, Michelle Boyce Palazzolo, in the past. Now, he seems to be accusing Gino of human trafficking, adding drama to drama. At one stage, Dana left a comment on Jasmine's Instagram suggesting that Jasmine was with Gino for financial reasons, which upset her. But, despite some conflict, it seems they side more with Jasmine than with Gino. Thank you for your support. It's PPL like you that keep this TV show going. They call PPL like you hate watchers. The human trafficking comment refers to a person who promises someone something gets them to leave their country to live a life that was portrayed as something wonderful, only to be shown off like a trophy, and literally put in a room and told to shut up and listen to me. Do you actually believe that boy spent a single penny of his money on Jasmine? Lighten up and try to find some entertainment in this. The initial reaction. In their caption, the admin of the fan page said, Gino's winner of a cousin explains that Gino didn't drop a cent on Jasmine. He then goes on to throw Gino under the bus as a trafficker. Next, they opined that the hate sure is deep with Michelle and Dana for Gino. However, they did clarify that the rest of the family seems to support Gino. In conclusion, the admin said that it seems Dana and his wife are the only ones who allegedly can't stand him. Gino Palazzolo is not universally adored by TLC fans, but it seems they think that Dana is much worse. So, one reader said, Gino needs better cousins. Here are more reactions from the discussion area. And wait a minute, if Gino is so bad, why is Jasmine crying that he wants a divorce? Dana is sweet on Jasmine. Michelle will get what's coming to her with family like you guys. Who needs enemies? If he quit giving her $1, it's probably because she drained him so much from the beginning. That luxury condo next to her ex couldn't be cheap. Wonder how her husband would feel and say if she asked for an open marriage and suddenly became pregnant. What are your thoughts on what Dana Palazzolo said about his cousin, Gino Palazzolo? Do you think it was fair to accuse him of trafficking? Sound off in the comments below, and come back here often for all your 90-day fiancé cast news and updates. Sneaky and disrespectful, netizens react as Gino's family sides with Jasmine and Matt on 90-day fiancé. Happily ever after, netizens are shocked to see Gino's family support 90-day fiancé. Happily ever after? Star Jasmine amid her while he tried to resolve the situation, his cousin Dana and his wife, Michelle, criticized him and supported Jasmine and Matt. While Jasmine appreciated their support, netizens were unimpressed. Dana and Michelle pointed out Gino's mistakes to Jasmine and painted a negative picture of him, but that was not all. They even allowed Jasmine and Matt to abuse Gino in front of them and refused to check in on him or Natalie. Dana and Michelle held Gino accountable for the fight that broke out between his estranged wife, Jasmine, and partner Natalie. They believed that the drama was a consequence of Gino's poor decisions, so when Jasmine called him out for abandoning her, Dana and Michelle nodded in agreement. As they continued to criticize Gino, the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Fans took to X to express their thoughts. One internet user commented, many fans of the TLC show were disheartened to see the type of treatment Gino received from his own family. Dana praises Matt for looking out for 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Star Jasmine in Gino's absence. Gino brought Natalie to Dana's birthday party, hoping to have a good time. However, things went south after Jasmine arrived with her friend, Matt. She got into a brawl with Natalie, called her names, and humiliated her for trying to form a relationship with Gino. Although Jasmine and Gino were in an open marriage, with Jasmine living with Matt, she still lost her temper upon seeing Natalie. After the fight fizzled out, Michelle approached Jasmine and told her that Gino was telling conflicting stories to both of them. According to Michelle, the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Star had told Natalie that he hoped to get back together with Jasmine, when in reality, that was not the case. Michelle accused Gino of lying and creating the tension between the two women. She also nodded in agreement when Jasmine called Gino a piece of st. While speaking to the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after cameras, Michelle stated that no one but Gino was responsible for his complicated situation. Dana chimed in, saying that although he felt bad for Gino, he would no longer help him with his issues. Elsewhere, Matt called Gino a SC** bag while Jasmine criticized the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Star for abandoning her as an immigrant in the country. Dana and Michelle supported her and agreed that Gino should have taken her financial responsibility. Dana even praised Matt for having Jasmine's back in Gino's absence. 90 Day Fiancé's Gino is his own worst enemy in Season 10, and it's beyond disappointing to watch as a fan. Warning! The following contains spoilers for the 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 episode Speak Now or Forever Hold Your Peace. Read at your own risk. Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo already had me wishing the franchise would move on from spotlighting the couple, and this week's 90 Day Fiancé EP only strengthened that feeling. Just when it seemed like they might have cast aside the silly notion that a bottle of lip gloss found beneath a seat was undeniable proof that Gino is a cheater, he immediately gave Jasmine more fuel to justify some of her already over-the-top. As a fan who only wants the best for all couples, despite knowing better, I'm frustrated and disappointed in what the newest installment revealed about him. Just after Gino assured Jasmine that he'd never cheat and wouldn't hide anything, one family member ratted him out with the admission that he threw a bachelor party at a strip club ahead of Jasmine arriving in the United States. While viewers watching on TLC or with a Max subscription may not have found that situation especially egregious at face value, it was something Jasmine specifically requested not happen. Viewers were left hanging when it comes to what the fallout will be, but as someone who has watched this duo for a long time, by reality TV standards, I can't express enough how upsetting this is. Gino has a history of being untrustworthy. 90 Day Fiancé makes a point of frequently showing that Jasmine has trust issues, but isn't always as quick to prove why she has every reason to be paranoid, given the history of the relationship. Let's not forget their inaugural season featured one of the wildest fights in 90 Day history. For those who didn't experience it, Jasmine discovered Gino shared her nude photos with one of High and talked about having multiple sugar babies that he allegedly sent money to. Gino was again exposed for being shady when it was revealed during a tell-all EP that he had reached out and chatted up a female friend of cast member Ben Rathbun. While their conversation wasn't shown to have been explicitly inappropriate, it violated Jasmine's rules in a way that indicated he hadn't changed or learned from his first season's controversy. Gino shows Jasmine is justified in being suspicious of him. Jasmine does have various hang-ups that don't exactly make for easy romancing, and her wildly upset reaction to Gino's prenup request during their previous season was inarguably over the top. But with that said, her feelings and actions in the couple's earlier arguments seem far more valid when incidents like the strip club visit continually pop up. It has me wondering if they will be one of those 90 Day Fiancé couples who split after marriage, especially when it's the same pattern of events that are happening again and again. With the exception of Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra, who are seemingly no longer together, I can't think of another couple in Season 10 who seems less prepared for marriage than this duo. 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 airs on TLC on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Stick with this season as we continue to see couples prep to exchange vows or decide that they're better off looking for love elsewhere. Bombshell revelations from the 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 premiere. 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 premiere recently aired, and boy, is there a lot to talk about. The premiere marked the return of controversial couple Gino Palazzolo and Jasmine Pineda, whose K-1 visa has finally been approved. The three other couples introduced to viewers were Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra, Nikki Exotica, and Justin, and Ashley Michelle and Manuel. Each couple revealed several juicy secrets during the premiere, which sets this season up to be one of the most dramatic yet. These couples are already more interesting than those from 90 Day Fiancé Season 9, which viewers labeled a snooze fest. From infidelity to deceiving lies, here's all the tea that was dropping during the 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 premiere. Gino and Jasmine are both hiding a big secret to no one's surprise. Gino and Jasmine's K-1 journey is already off to a rocky start. Jasmine revealed that she was dishonest with Gino about some money that he had given her. Gino gave Jasmine the money for her wedding dress, but she instead used it for a Brazilian butt lift procedure. As a result, Jasmine now has no wedding dress. Gino, on the other hand, failed to be upfront with Jasmine about quitting his job. Gino felt that this was an important thing for him to do, so that he could properly help Jasmine adjust to life in America. However, Gino expressed worry that he will not be able to fulfill all of Jasmine's cosmetic needs, which she certainly takes very seriously. Manuel wasn't upfront with his mother about Ashley. Ashley and Manuel were one of the new couples introduced, and their story is already quite captivating. The couple has an interesting backstory, as they originally met many years ago and got engaged. However, the two fell apart, but later reconnected after Ashley left another relationship. Ashley has not told Manuel that she is a witch, but he may be hiding an even bigger secret. Ashley revealed that Manuel had not been honest with his mother about why he was leaving Ecuador. Manuel told his mom that he was leaving to travel to another part of Ecuador for work and never mentioned Ashley or America. This is a big red flag, and viewers are curious as to why Manuel is hiding Ashley from his family. Rob and Sophie already have a lot of trust issues. Rob and Sophie spilled a lot of tea on their relationship during the premiere, which already seems toxic. While at the dance studio with a friend, Rob began to open up about some of his worries with Sophie. Rob's friend dropped the bombshell that he had seen Sophie on Bumble while she was visiting Rob in Los Angeles. Rob assured him that Sophie was just looking for friends, although his friend made it clear that she was on the dating side of the app. Sophie, on the other hand, told a different story. The British native explained that while she and Rob were going through a rough patch, he had started to see another woman. However, Sophie emphasized that this was in the past, and she wanted to move forward with Rob. Rob never mentioned this, so it will be interesting to see if it comes up once Sophie arrives in America. Nikki originally didn't tell Justin she was transgender. Nikki and Justin were the final new couple introduced, and their story is already chaotic. Nikki met Justin while she was traveling in Moldova, initially to meet another man. Fate brought the couple together, and they instantly hit it off. It might also be good to know that Justin's real name is Igor, but Nikki decided to call him Justin for convenience. The real conflict in this couple's storyline stems from Nikki not telling Justin she was transgender for a long time. Nikki ultimately dropped the bomb on Justin during a heated argument, which he did not take well too. The couple parted ways but have now reunited after 15 years. Will this finally be their time, or will Nikki's secret cause a rift between them again? Tell us what surprised you the most during the 90-Day Fiancé Season 10 premiere? Who is your favorite couple so far? Lying to everyone. 90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever after. Star Jasmine reacts to Gino's conflicting stories to her and Natalie. Jasmine from 90-Day Fiancé. Happily ever after? Reacts as Gino faces accusations of giving conflicting stories to both her and Natalie, fueling ongoing drama. The drama carried over into Season 8, Episode 7 of 90-Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After, which aired following the heated clash between Jasmine and Natalie at Dana's birthday party in the previous episode. This time, the focus shifted from the physical altercation to revelations about Gino giving conflicting accounts of his relationship status. When Michelle revealed that Gino had suggested to Natalie that a reconciliation with Jasmine was possible, Jasmine responded with anger, declaring Gino faces backlash from Jasmine over his conflicting stories on 90-Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After. Fallout outside the birthday party. The continuation of the conflict from episode 6 began outside the birthday party for Gino's cousin Dana. Natalie decided to leave after the confrontation, telling Gino to just go and that she would talk to him another day. She added that she would get her own Uber. Natalie was left frustrated sitting on a bench because she could not find a car and only wanted to go home. Anthony attempted to convince Gino to return inside, telling him not to let Jasmine interfere with his time with family and suggesting they should at least try to have some fun. Gino declined, responding, "I'm not going to have fun with Jasmine and Matt in there. Sorry. I'll meet you guys another day. I have no desire to hang out with Jasmine, or be around Jasmine or Matt." Jasmine learns of conflicting stories. Inside the party, Jasmine continued to process her reaction to Natalie's presence. Michelle confronted her about Gino's statements to Natalie, revealing, he said something about, well, maybe like we were kind of hoping to get back together. And Natalie was like, what are you talking about? She was like, that's not what you told me. You told me it was over. So he lied to her too. Jasmine responded directly to this revelation, explaining that Natalie came to the party believing he was already one step away from being divorced. Michelle confirmed that Natalie confronted Gino about it in front of everyone. In Jasmine's confessional, she expanded on this realization, stating, I feel bad for overreacting because I really thought that this woman came knowing the truth. Your husband not only lied to you, but also to Natalie. I'm realizing that it doesn't matter. He will lie. He will manipulate. He will gaslight. Matt and Dana's perspective on Gino. Dana and Michelle later reflected on the ongoing situation in a confessional. Michelle explained that it was hard being in the middle of Gino and Jasmine's drama and emphasized that Gino brought the situation upon himself through the way he treated the women. Dana added, at this point, Gino has made his bed. And I think he needs to lay down and go for a nappy. And I'm not tucking him in this time. Meanwhile, Matt voiced his concerns in a confessional. He explained that after living with Jasmine for months and hearing how Gino treated her, he was getting fed up. He underscored that regardless of whether Jasmine cheated or not, it did not justify Gino putting her out on the street. He also criticized Gino's approach to his marriage, stating in a confessional, "I just don't think it's right that you're married to her. You filed all the paperwork, you brought her over here, and then you just dumped her. He's a very selfish person." He was considering getting back with her. 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Star Matt reveals Jasmine and Gino's discussion to Natalie. 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Season 9 Episode 7 was released on. The latest episode of the TLC show titled Hasta la Vista, Baby featured a conversation between Matt, Gino, and Natalie. Fans must remember how things got heated between Natalie and Jasmine after the latter arrived at a party and saw Natalie. After the situation turned into a physical altercation, Natalie left the venue later. Matt, who is currently Jasmine's roommate, followed Gino and Natalie. It was the first time that they both met. Matt. 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Star Matt recalled his conversation with Jasmine and said Gino was considering not getting divorced last week. He shared details from Gino and Jasmine's conversation that she had shared with him. "Jasmine told me a lot. Did he tell you last week that he was backing out of the divorce conversation with her? Like he was considering getting back with her," said Matt. 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Season 9, Matt talks to Gino and Natalie after the physical interaction between her and Jasmine. The latest 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Episode saw Matt following Gino and Natalie after Jasmine's fight with the latter. He also told Natalie that Gino was considering getting back with Jasmine. Seeing Matt, Gino's reaction was, "I'm surprised that Jasmine ended up with this guy. And also, I'm thinking in my head, what the hell is he coming outside for? What the hell does he want? Why is Matt even here at this birthday party? Like, who invited him?" On the other hand, listening to Gino and Jasmine's conversation from Matt, Natalie told him that their conversation was between them. She also said what she and Gino discussed was between them. She told Matt about how Jasmine's behavior was and how she wasn't even given an opportunity. "All I know is I came to Michigan to try to have a good time. I walk in there and, somebody doesn't even know me, calls me things. Jasmine didn't even give me an opportunity." 90-Day Fiancé, happily ever after? Star Natalie also mentioned how Jasmine was calling her names and that it was disrespectful. In response, Matt told her that Jasmine shouldn't have explored like that. However, when she saw Natalie standing beside Gino, and that they're still married. "She's still wearing the wedding ring," said Matt. Natalie asked him what it had to do with her, and if that was the case, then Jasmine should have attacked Gino and not her. Gino was surprised to hear that. She added that Matt was making excuses for Jasmine's bad behavior. Matt told them that Gino and Jasmine were still married. Gino interrupted and said that, despite that, she was living with Matt. Further in their conversation, Matt said that Gino was still responsible for Jasmine and that he hadn't helped her with anything. He also told Gino that he could probably take him to court for the money and time he had to take care of.